The Hulu original series, Furious, now streaming on Hulu and Hulu on Disney+.
There are 3 victims we know of. The suspect is female, white, late 20s.
Female serial killers
kill for power, control.
I believe there's a deeper motivation here.
You have no idea who you're dealing with, and you are going to end up dead.
I've been waiting for you.
Watch the Hulu original series, Furious, now streaming on Hulu and Hulu on Disney+ for bundle subscribers. Terms apply.
This episode is brought to you by San Pellegrino Ciao. A gift from Italy to your home. San Pellegrino Ciao is a flavored sparkling water made with real fruit juice, finished with a pinch of Sicilian salt for a perfectly balanced taste. So which flavor will you choose? Peach, lime, blood orange, cherry, or maybe the all-new limoncello? Crafted in Italy with 0 grams of added sugar. San Pellegrino Ciao. Buy it now.
Glorious Patreons, we're here for our June. What
June.
month is it?
No, we'll set
June?
it up. Yeah,
okay,
June.
June episode. Oh, yeah, it is June.
It is.
How about that? I mean, I know the year's going quickly. I'm not wishing it away any quicker than
it was
I needed
February
to.
last month.
Yeah,
so
that's right. I don't know how I got July then, but anyway,
Yeah.
it's the J months. It's the J months. I can't even. All right, well, the June Patreon episode, and this has been highly anticipated by everyone.
Yes.
We are talking today about The Crash, the Netflix documentary.
Yeah.
Stop listening right now if you haven't watched the documentary, because we will be talking about things that you will have no idea about.
No, we're not going to hash over everything. You need to sort of watch that, or one of the other many that are out there, I guess, would help too.
True.
There's plenty out there.
So much out there.
Yeah.
We'll give a little bit of a background.
Yeah.
Just like for my dad, really, because my dad's not going to watch The Crash, but he will listen to
Russ.
this.
It's
I think
worth
he should
it.
too. I said to him this morning, you should watch it.
Yeah. To get the whole sense of these pieces of shit.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God.
And I'm saying more than one in this. I'm going to
There's
stand
so
by
many
that.
pieces. Oh, yeah, there's a few.
3.
Yep, 3 that I can think of off the top of my head.
Yeah.
There might be more. We'll see as we talk it through. But when I messaged you about watching this, all I said to you, speaking of pieces of shit, but I was like, fuck me, those parents. That's all I said.
Yeah, which I was like,
Oh,
intrigued.
I need to watch this.
Watching now. And then as it unfolded in front of my eyes, weirdly enough, I started watching it kind of going, oh, I've never knew the name of the person involved, but I'd seen TikToks of various things of I've actually a lot of TikToks at the time around the body cam footage from the police officers in the hospital and things like that.
Yeah.
That I was like, and I went, oh my God, I'm connecting dots. But as the documentary unfolded, I was like,
Holy
whoa.
fuck.
Wow. Wow. I can't even with those parents.
I can't even with those parents. Can't even. No. All right. So just really quickly as a bit of a background. So The Crash, specifically the documentary called The Crash on Netflix, was directed by Gareth Johnson. So he's done multiple other documentaries.
Yeah.
And,
it's from the UK, right?
Yeah. And it basically follows a crash that happened where a 17-year-old girl by the name of Mackenzie Shirilla was convicted of
murder,
a really horrific high-speed crash, which was then determined to be deliberate. And, so she was convicted of the murder of her boyfriend, Dom, and his friend, Davion. Now, I think Davion in this, I just think he's collateral damage to an absolutely horrific event. And I can't... I feel for Davion's family most. I think I want to say that. Me too.
Because I think he is collateral damage, which makes it worse.
Yep.
He
had no skin in this game. You know, he was just an innocent. He just got into the wrong car at the wrong time after a wrong series of shit that had been going on between the other two, which we'll talk about in a sec. But I just think he probably didn't even know about it. He was getting a lift home.
Somewhat, but not to this extent.
Not to this extent.
God, no. And he gets forgotten in a lot of this.
That's what really upsets me.
Off.
That's what really upsets me. I'm like, this boy was like absolutely forgotten.
Yeah.
And in a lot of the things you read, even like you were just saying before watching TikToks, hardly ever is he mentioned when I watch those TikToks. It's always just the thing that shits me about this whole case is that everything's about that fucking Mackenzie.
Yes. Yes. It really is. And yeah, that's what really pisses me off about this, because there was 2 people that were murdered here and somehow in their death it still becomes about her.
Yeah. You know what fucking shits me the most about her? Have you seen...
Is there one thing?
Oh, there's so many things. But the thing where I was like, oh, you little fucking upstart. In the documentary at the very end, where they've been interviewing her and she looks off camera to her lawyer and she's like, did I get everything?
But the thing is, right before she says that, she was crying.
Yeah. And then it's like,
And then
bam.
And then just she goes, and they say, is there anything else you want to add? And then she just goes, did I say everything I needed to? I just want to make sure I touched on everything. It's like this flip of a switch.
Crocodile tears. I was screaming at the TV when I was watching it. I'm like, crocodile tears!
Peter must have loved watching that with you.
Oh, he loves watching anything with me. Like I'm known for clapping at the TV when I'm watching a sports event.
TV. You're such an old lady sometimes.
I know. Yeah, and so yeah, he finds watching TV with me infinitely frustrating.
Oh, just watching TV even.
Just life with me in general, infinitely
loves
frustrating.
Loves
but
it.
yeah, so watching that in the like she just flicks a switch, and she's bloody someone different.
Totally.
I fucking can't stand her. If I never have to see her smarmy little face again, I'll be happy.
Mm-hmm. Oh my God, yeah. No, she from the get-go in that, I mean, like, Regina George is all you can come up with. I mean, but the thing is, she wanted to be Regina George.
She literally has said it in her diaries.
Yep. But she's way worse even. I really actually think she's worse than her.
Yeah.
Like,
well, she even does like TikToks, doesn't she? Like as Regina George. Like she's playing that character.
Yeah.
Fundamentally, she's evil at the core.
Yes.
Though.
Oh, yes. I mean, she's so self-absorbed.
In our humble opinion, of course. We're amongst friends here.
Nothing
it's fine.
humble.
We can say what we need to say.
But she had this TikTok account, right?
Yeah.
Which she was like thinking she was it in a bit. Mm-hmm. Now, she only had like 2,500 followers on that. And as a young teenager, to me, that seems a very low count.
Agreed.
Because I mean, we've had a TikTok account that had more followers than that.
That's right. So fuck
And
off.
we're not young
Mackenzie
teenagers.
Shirilla. We weren't doing bloody.
None of our family and friends use TikTok even.
Yeah, that's right. This was an organic following.
So it's not even hard to like grow a following.
Like it's hard.
Like it's hard. Yeah. So I mean, she palled up with someone who had a far bigger following than her, like 200,000-ish followers, like in that Rosie, her friend.
Yeah, yeah.
Wouldn't even speak to police.
Now she shits me to tears.
Totally. Who's raised that?
Who's raised that? And also, like, if that was my kid, I'd be like, you march your skinny little ass down to that police station and you tell them everything.
Yep.
You are not to withhold a thing. This is incredibly serious. She is so smug.
There is no one holding her accountable.
No.
And that's, again, what was like Shirilla with her. It's just no one holding her accountable until now.
We'll get that. We'll get to that more.
Yeah.
But that Rosie, she gives me the absolute... She thinks her shit don't stink.
Yeah. I
hope her uppance comes at some point because she needs to be put back in her place.
Yeah. I feel like at a point like she should have been held accountable, like held like in contempt of court or something for not actually, presenting
like
anything.
Obstruction of justice or something.
I reckon she knows stuff.
She does for sure. She does. She even says that basically without saying it.
I loved like the prosecutor, the lawyer, who said in the Netflix doco, he's like, "Oh, she spoke to you, did she? Oh, I'd love to hear what she's got to say."
Yeah, I love that. He's actually fantastic, isn't he?
Yeah,
yeah.
Because at a point, like as they do with these documentaries, they kind of try and make you think, is there another side to this? And they try to kind of make out like he was looking for something that wasn't there. Mm-hmm. But there's a lot more beyond the documentary of the Netflix documentary.
This is what we're talking about today.
Yeah. So the Netflix documentary, I have to say, there's you've got that sits there. Now, Netflix is a massive multi-million-dollar company, and to get their Netflix documentary out into the ether, their biggest pull to do that is to have the person who committed the crime in their documentary.
100%.
Now, anyone who's smart enough in some ways, which I question over this entire family, but as if they're going to say yes to a documentary who is outright going to be, we're going to be anti-you, right? We're going to be putting evidence out this going that she is guilty. So they, I think, don't actually put out a story as a Netflix documentary.
Okay.
That is, they'll put out balance.
So I've
but they don't go heavy.
Yeah, okay. So I've seen Gareth interviewed about this.
Yeah.
And he said to them when they were sort of looking at signing up to be able to do this, because you're right, without Mackenzie and her parents, this documentary wouldn't have been successful.
Yeah.
When he posited to them that he wanted to cover this and make a documentary out of this, he said to them that he will take this story where it leads, right? Now, look, there's a lot, and we will talk about this in a sec, there's a lot that didn't get put into the documentary. There's lots of different reasons for that. I think part of that is that to some point, so the family had no say over what was aired. That was one of Gareth's stipulations, is that he had full creative control. Whatever got put out. They could obviously choose to say or not say whatever they wanted to.
He would have put it to them, though, if I'm interviewing you though, then your story gets told.
That's right.
And that's where we get...
It came undone a bit for them, didn't it?
It didn't go as well as they thought. I guess,
Not even close. Let's just start talking for a second about the fucking T-shirt the dad was wearing.
So
good
have
old
you heard
Steve.
his explanation for that?
No.
So what he reckons is that there was a particular, again, social media group who were backing them in terms of like supports for her innocence, and that the boom
that was on his T-shirt. Oh my God, how inappropriate.
Is their logo. So him wearing it was supporting someone who's supporting him. Don't you think that someone at some point would say that's not a good choice?
Okay, let's just say I was in that situation with a significant other, right?
Oh.
I would be like, I don't give a fuck who you think you're supporting.
Nah.
Wear a black T-shirt.
Yep.
Wear actually, you know what? Even better, wear a white T-shirt.
Yeah, we're not here to advertise other people right now. We need to represent our daughter.
And not only that, it is in such fucking poor taste that you're wearing something that says boom, when your daughter's boomed a car into a fucking wall and killed 2 people.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. But then again, then you take a look at Natalie, his wife, and go, well, checks out that you're a fuck stick anyway. So
she's such a fuck
stick.
She's
awful.
She's
awful.
Awful. The dad's dumb.
Oh.
She's fucking horrible and dumb.
We're letting loose today. We've had enough.
We're angry. We're angry.
Oh, man. But the two of them, I mean, they're clearly meant for each other. Like, what a dick. So Steve, after those comments that he's made on that documentary, was put on leave from his position, administrative paid leave from his job, because he's a teacher.
Yep.
At a Catholic high school.
And he's like, yeah, it's cool that my daughter smokes marijuana. We're cool with that.
So
I'd rather her do it. I'd rather her do it under our roof. Oh, she's fucking doing it everywhere.
Oh, well, so
she's smoking bongs on TikTok.
To TMZ, he said that that's not what I said. It was out of context, and it was edited that way. He reckons, and this does not fix it. He reckons he said that as like, oh, it's none of my business what people do. I don't have an issue with anyone else doing it. I wasn't saying that I didn't have an issue about my daughter doing it. And then they said, so then the TMZ interviewers who are shit, the 2 blokes that run that show, I can't stand them. They're like, but did you stop your daughter from doing it? And he's like, oh, of course I would say it, but what can you do to stop her? And then he's bullshitting on about not knowing that she drove and smoked marijuana. She had fucking TikToks of her doing that.
Not only that, she had bongs in her car.
It was everywhere. The paraphernalia was everywhere. Like, there was no... no, I'm sorry. There's actually a string of... So you can go on TikTok, right? And people have read like the 3 30,000 pages of text messages that from like 2020.
It was literally 30,000.
30,000 it was, wasn't it?
Messages, yep.
It's 2020 through to 2022 sort of stuff.
Yep.
So there's a bank of heap of text messages between her and her dad. Now, don't even get me started on the weird relationship that they had from these text messages. But something that stood out to me was she would ask her dad a lot for him to make her a hot milk. Mm-hmm. Now, the times at which this was being asked for and the amount of times where dad would be like, oh, I forgot, I was asleep when you asked me to do that, so I didn't respond, or my phone was, I didn't have my phone on, or whatever.
Weird responses
to
it
message, that you just kind of go like, wait, are they actually talking about, can you make me up a bong or a, is it, to me there was it was code. It wasn't making it warm milk. No. Because you don't ask one of those at 3 a.m.
No.
Or at 10 a.m.
No.
Or at, like, it was so random, the timings of these being asked and what she was doing at the time. Mm-hmm. She was like, oh, I'm just getting ready to go out with Dom or whatever. Can you make me a hot milk?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't take.
You're not heating up a mug of milk in the microwave or something.
No. You're doing something fucking
There's something
dodgy.
else. That hot milk was code for something.
Yeah. For sure.
Yeah.
I think the weirdness in their relationship is he idolizes her.
Well,
it's disgusting.
Can we just say there is another sister?
Yeah.
Who knew? Who knew? And even her sister says that. Like, no one knows that she even exists because everything was about
Good
Mackenzie.
luck to her.
Oh, she has come out against her sister.
Yeah.
Like, she has come out saying that she
that's
gets
what
treated
I mean.
very
like,
differently.
It's good that she can acknowledge that and be different because you wouldn't fucking want to be like Mackenzie.
Oh, thank God. At least she's come out of it kind of going, hey, this is weird.
Yeah. But Mackenzie, like the relationship, the way that he talks about her, I'm just talking now specifically about the Netflix documentary.
Yeah.
Because there's lots of interviews with him. He fucking loves the spotlight.
Oh, yeah.
But even in just the Netflix documentary, I'm like, the way you talk about her makes me uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Like, she's not your friend. She's your daughter. She's not your girlfriend.
Both of them.
She's your daughter. The mum's the same.
Well, can we get to the conversations between mum and daughter?
Go.
Have you heard the gibberish they speak?
Yes.
They speak a language. They speak they call it Carney language.
Yeah.
Which,
it's like, do you remember like doing Pig Latin at school?
Latin. But this is apparently a whole different, this is like actually I don't want to use the term offensive to some people if you call it like gypsy. It came back from, it's from those days, but now it's called Carney talk, Carney language. Yeah. But it's a whole language that is like, it's using English, but then using like these sounds in between consonants and vowels and things. And the way they both speak it is fluent. Mm-hmm. They have used this
for years. Like it's you're right, it's absolutely fluent. And even people who've deciphered it and translated because I mean, obviously once Mackenzie's in prison, their calls are recorded. And people who are translating it, they're like, oh yeah, they haven't learnt this to communicate just once Mackenzie's been in jail. They've been doing this forever.
No.
So what are they talking about that you need to have a fucking code? Or code like talk about that needs to be
hidden,
kept secret from other people.
Yeah. And the thing is, they're absolute dickheads thinking to themselves, we'll talk like this so no one will understand us. And therefore anything we do say won't be like held up in court because, you know, it's an interpretation of what we said. No.
Sorry.
No, that's not how it works actually, because it is an ancient, like it is a language that's been around that people have used. It can be deciphered. People can speak it and can understand it. You might as well speak Mandarin or, you know, or Japanese or something else. It's the same thing. We translate it.
Yeah.
We understand that you did say this.
Yeah. They're so fucked. That mother is so fucking fucked.
Oh, the enabling is just...
That's
revolting.
what it is. It's like that child, because she was 17 years old at the time of the crash, that child had no boundaries.
No.
She had there was never accountability for any of her actions. She was allowed to do whatever the fuck she wanted, whenever the fuck she wanted. And this is like what I think led to that fight between her and Dom, where that you can see, it's in the Crush documentary, isn't it? Where they, or is it, is that somewhere else I'm thinking?
No, they do include it in that.
Where she's basically threatening to key his car, and he's saying to her, just calm down.
She wants to get in the house.
Space. She wants to get into his house.
His house, yeah.
And he's not letting her because they've had a fight, which their relationship was really volatile. It was on again, off again.
And both ways. They were both toxic as shit, really, with each other.
Even Dom's family admit that.
Yeah.
Like, they say, yes, absolutely. Dom
should have cut her off a long time ago.
He would engage in that fight, which is exactly what Mackenzie wanted. She wanted the fight. She wanted the conflict. She wanted to get everything her own way. And Dom, maybe at the start it was like that, and that's why it started so nicely. But it very quickly escalated to this incredibly volatile teenage relationship. Look, I think there's obviously immaturity at play there, but those are the relationships where you start to test the waters and you know what's right and what's wrong. And, you know, I think had they broken up when all this first started, God, what a different outcome it would have potentially been.
Do you know what? It would have just been someone else.
Yeah. With her, it would have been.
With her. I mean, Dom would have been okay. And Davian would have been okay.
Yeah.
But she would eventually do something. Because there's a whole, there's so much not in that Netflix documentary. She was charged with a number of things, even, you know, within this, that were not specifically related to the actual crash.
Yeah.
And I'm being very careful not to call it an accident because it so wasn't. No. It's a crash and purposefully.
Yeah.
But she was also, look, there's evidence within her text messaging and things like that as well of prostitution, theft. Oh, like the list goes on.
Or illicit drug use.
Yeah. Drug trafficking.
Yep.
Like there's an absolute lot of stuff she was doing illegal, things that she was doing. So, and let alone the fact that, as we said, she's 17. I don't know, with the state she lived in, maybe it was legal, but being 17 and her partner being his age.
How old was he? He was
20. 20?
Yeah.
20. Right. Maybe that was okay.
Yeah. I'm not, that I'm not worried. That didn't concern me,
it concerned me that at 17 her parents were like, yeah, go move in with your boyfriend.
Yeah, that was...
I mean, she'd been with him since she was 15.
Yeah. That was bizarre. Yeah, he was 18 when they got together, so yeah.
Yeah.
That was bizarre. I can't imagine letting my 17-year-old daughter go and live with... But then, like, he did seem like an okay... in a lot of ways. You don't think so?
Oh, look. Do I think he was... I wouldn't want my daughter dating him.
Yeah.
I don't think he was a bad person.
No, I don't think he was a bad person.
But I think he was definitely using drugs. He was definitely...
Well, he was dealing drugs.
Yes. He was living a very different lifestyle to what I would want for my children.
100%. I agree with that. But I don't think he was a bad person.
No, I don't think he was a bad person. No.
I think... And, I mean, Mackenzie ruled the roost at her home, at her mum and dad's home.
Yeah.
She wanted to do that in the same way when she moved in with him, and he didn't allow that as much.
No.
And that's what created so much conflict between them.
He had a lot of money.
Yep.
And that's what Mackenzie and her family...
Oh, my God, her mum loved the fact that he had so much money.
Happy for that. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, he was a drug dealer.
No, well, his family's come out saying no. So I don't know about that.
Do you believe that?
I don't.
Where do you think his money came from then?
Oh, his family had lots of money.
I know, but
the other, like, as in additionally to that, I don't know. But apparently, the family were very, very wealthy.
Okay. I knew they were quite wealthy. I knew the house that he lived in was owned, like, bought for him.
Well, it was next door. It was like
to his
next
door
to
his
his parents.
same.
Much as he lived in his own home. It was next door to his family home, and his family had put him in there. Like, so yeah, his mum and dad were separated, or divorced. But yeah, he had like seven siblings. Yeah,
step or half and fully.
Yeah.
But he, I didn't realize they were that wealthy.
Oh yeah, no, apparently,
right?
Yeah,
okay, because I was like, okay, well, there's one thing like being able to maybe let your kid move into a house on your block that you already had or whatever, which I think is what happened there. But then it's a different level of wealth if you're able to give them enough money to live off. Because
I think he was working in. He had his own he had a music studio in the house that he was living in, and he was.
But that's
he did have a business. He was running a business. He
recording music.
Yeah, I believe so.
In his house.
His sister has come out saying like all these rumors that he was drug dealing aren't necessarily true.
Okay.
I
actually really liked the sister who was in the crash documentary. I really liked her.
Yeah.
I found her very credible.
Yes.
So I would tend to possibly
she's
believe what she
I love
says
that
then.
she's been very open and honest at the fact of like her dad and another sister were kind of on one side of the fence.
Yeah.
And then there was mum of Don and the rest of the siblings were kind of, no, we already know how bad this is. They knew stuff that the dad and her sisters didn't kind of know because they were sort of living in different households.
Yeah, that's right.
That they, at the initial, were like, Mackenzie and him have been together forever, you know, kind of thing. They're a couple. They're lovely. It's great because Mackenzie did like to put on a show for people.
Mm-hmm.
So they had one understanding of what was going on, and they kind of were like, "Oh God, this is awful." And she said it took a point where Natalie, Mackenzie's mum, told Dom's sister that Mackenzie was still in a coma and was unconscious for 3 or 4 days after the crash. So kept saying to her things like, "Oh, we're just hoping when she wakes up, if she wakes up, she was awake that whole time and was posting TikToks." And it wasn't until her sister found that out and told her that she was like, "Hang on, wait, what the fuck is going on here?"
Yeah. It made her question everything.
Yeah.
And look at things from a different perspective, I think.
Yeah. And she realised that her mum and the other siblings were on the right track.
Turns out they were actually, Yeah. And then that made them and the dad change their tune pretty quickly.
Yeah. Well, it took them until they got to court and they started hearing it in there that they went, "Yeah, we don't have any empathy for you now."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't even imagine that coming out in that way and finding out things like that in that way.
God, no.
So in the lead up to the crash, this is something that wasn't, I guess, included in the documentary, was the fact that she'd done like this rehearsal drive.
Oh, so there's question marks on that too.
There is.
Yeah.
There are. So supposedly 3 days before the murders, Mackenzie's phone GPS data showed that she drove the exact route along that really isolated business park drive. Like
there's no reason
to drive
there.
through there.
Although I think it's even Dom's sister said, because obviously where she was living is at Dom's, and she said that many of them would take that as like a back way to his house or whichever way.
But when they track her phone, she didn't really go that way very often.
Yeah.
There wasn't a reason for her, maybe where she lived, I'm not really sure. So there is some conjecture around that. But you know what? Knowing her, was she looking for, I wonder if this happened like, you know, there's not many people around on the weekend. There's not many people around at this time of the morning.
Yeah. Oh.
What about in the few weeks before the crash where Mackenzie and Dom were in a massive fight? And did Dom ring his mum?
Yeah.
And she got her partner to basically so they were on the highway.
Freeway, yeah.
And having this massive blue, and Mackenzie was supposedly threatening, "I'm going to crash this car."
Oh, not supposedly. You can hear her in the call.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
"I'm going to crash this car." So Dom's mum gets her boyfriend or her partner to go and find where they are. He goes out there, he gets to them, and he can see that she's driving erratically and being a fucking little psycho bitch. And like even he says, she could have easily killed them that day.
Yeah.
You know, just horrible.
But that's the thing. I mean, you say she was driving erratically, right? On that night where this crash happened, she wasn't driving erratically.
No.
Like to the point of she turned, there's that visual of her on where she's turning the corner and it's all very controlled. Not only that though, when she gets that speed up, which happens, she gets that car up to a bloody huge speed in a very short space of time. There is a bend in that road, which they don't go into in that Netflix documentary as much. There is actually quite a distinctive bend when you look at the map of it that she has So to say that this pots that she pulls out that she says she has.
Fuck me.
Now there's two things with that we'll get to. But the pots that she says that, she that the mother's sort of it says that she's got that and she would have blacked out. Let's say she did black out and have pots, like have that episode. I'm sorry, but one, your foot wouldn't stay full to the ground like as heavy as it would need to be to go get that speed up. But you're not going to keep the control of a car to go around the bend and maneuver that car around that bend. Your car is going to go straight and it would have hit a different wall.
It would be challenging enough to keep the car, to corner that car around that bend going 100. It is a bend.
So it is a bend. So you can, but it's enough of a bend that if the car went dead straight, as it would.
Yeah, she would have driven off the road.
If one of your tyres was a bit down or whatever, it would veer on its own to its own direction. She has held straight, I mean, as in on the road. She's held on the road and navigated a bend in the road.
Yeah,
Done.
Fuck off.
You're fucked.
Fuck off with your fucking pots.
As for your POTS, the P in POTS stands for postural. Mm-hmm. So to have POTS and have an episode of POTS, it's basically it's a blood pressure issue.
Yep.
You stand up
and you faint.
Yep. It's the changing of your posture and your body recalibrating that creates that. Yep. Now, I don't know, have you ever stood up in your car whilst you're driving? Because I haven't.
I can't say I have.
No.
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 Not that I can recall.
Weird that.
Yep.
Oh.
What about the black box recorder? Now, a couple of things. Number one.
Yep.
I had absolutely no idea that existed in a car.
No, actually, when I first heard them say like something about a black box kind of thing.
Was there an aeroplane involved?
I kind of assumed that I actually thought, because if your mobile phone acts like a black box in the car.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Do you know what I mean? I kind of just went, I'm tech savvy. Like obviously, your
look
phone.
At you go.
I know.
Like, actually, turns out.
No, I'm wrong.
No.
Okay, what?
Yeah, so basically what that showed was, and they do cover this a little bit in the documentary, but I don't think they fully really interrogate it, is that basically what it shows is that she had her foot 100% on the accelerator.
Yeah, 100%. Like
not even 98%.
Not even like backing off a bit, putting it back. Like there was no movement. It was once it was down, it was down.
It shows steering input, and so it shows her going around that bend, manoeuvring around the bend. And then the other thing that it showed was that the car was put into neutral at one point.
Drive neutral. Like it kind of shifted between.
Yep.
Yep.
That says to me that someone was trying to get the car out of drive to stop it.
They don't pull the handbrake.
Maybe it had an electric handbrake. I was thinking that too.
And then it would
but then also, you would
it?
just drive through a handbrake. Like if your car,
it would, but at least I would be.
It would probably
personally,
slow it down.
my thing would be because the car looked like it was.
Yeah, it was probably
an era of a car to have a handbrake that I'd be like pulling that on.
Amazon Health AI presents Painful Thoughts.
Why did I search the internet for answers to my cold sore problem? Now I'm stuck down a rabbit hole filled with images of alarmingly graphic sores in various stages of ooze. I can clear my search history, but I can never unsee that.
Don't go down the rabbit hole. Amazon Health AI gets you the right care, fast. Healthcare just got less painful.
United connects you to more of the world than any U.S. airline, and United for Business can get your company where you need to go. Whether you're growing a business or managing travel for thousands, they offer solutions to fit your needs. Track expenses, create reports, and manage traveler perks. Plus, employees earn Mileage Plus miles while your company saves on travel. Get started with no minimum spend or flight requirements. Visit business.united.com/podcast.
Or something like trying to pull it to a bit of a
the thing with that though is
down.
there would be a loss of control of the vehicle if you pull on a handbrake.
Yeah,
it would cause it to probably spin or something.
Yeah.
I don't know whether you'd be able to
think
about that at the
rear-wheel
time.
drive, all those sorts of things, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then I can understand, I think, putting the car into neutral if you're a victim of this. Like, let's just say it was Dom or Davion. Because, well, I wonder whether it was Davion because of where he was found in the car when the bodies were found.
Because the fact that she had a seatbelt on and they didn't.
Yep.
Not that a seatbelt I don't think would have saved them, to be honest, because the passenger side of the vehicle is what got
was
hit
impacted
first. Not that I think she calculated that. You couldn't at those speeds, but that's just how unfortunately
I think
it
she
occurred.
turned a particular way.
Maybe.
She didn't go head on into that wall.
It's true.
So
Now when I
she
think about it.
100% targeted that side of the car.
Yeah, okay.
And I think she probably got lucky in terms of how it stopped and sped into that wall. I mean, look at the wall. It's a brick
Those poor
wall.
police officers who found that.
I know.
Oh, that's awful.
Imagine being them.
First responders, oh my God, all of them. Jesus Christ, the stuff you
It's just
see.
horrible.
Yeah.
But yeah, she's deliberately flung the car that way.
Yeah, that's true. The way the car was. I mean, going such huge speeds, I don't know. I honestly don't think she had any regard for their lives in the car.
Definitely not.
But
Nor her own.
Well, okay. I honestly believe that she thinks of herself as so central to the world
Yeah.
that she just was like, you're going to die, I'm not. Like, I don't think that she thought she could die.
I've heard this theory, right, about that, and people think, yep, she knew she'd survive because...
Yeah. Not that,
like, when I say she knew she'd survive, of course she couldn't have known
that. No.
But she assumed she would survive is probably a better way of putting it, right? But...
Because in her own warped mind, they deserve to die, not her. Well, Dom. I don't know if she thought about Davion.
No, I don't think she gave a second thought to Davion. But I actually don't think she cared whether she died or not.
No, I do.
I think she probably would have thought she was a bit of a pariah or something, maybe, if, like, as in people would have... I wonder whether she gave it enough thought that she's like, oh my God, when I die, can you imagine how many people had come to my funeral?
Because in some weird way, she actually thought she'd see that and still get notoriety for it.
Do you know what I mean? Like, I feel like she had some of that about her. Like, mate, your
Narcissism.
$2,500 your 2,500 followers aren't coming to your TikTok followers aren't coming to your funeral.
Come to a, sentencing, but yeah, Jesus.
Oh man, that's fucked.
Oh, there's a very weird. I think the fact that she survived was complete and utter luck of where she was in the vehicle at the time.
Agreed.
I don't think there's anything in it other than that, but I really don't think she actually thought through, I could die by me doing this.
Mm-hmm.
It was, I rule the world. It's all here for me. I'm so self-centered that I'm going to kill you and I'm going to do this. And it actually never entered her head.
Yep.
But I could die too. I don't know. Oh, man.
She's so fucked.
I actually... It sucks. Dom and Davion should never have been killed in this. But I am actually somewhat thankful that she stayed alive because she doesn't deserve to have died with them.
No.
Because if she died with this, it would have literally just probably been a little bit of like, oh my God, what a tragic accident.
Yep. Well,
Whereas
that's how it was seen initially, wasn't
Yeah,
it? They were like, oh my God, it's just a teenage kid's lost control of the car, inexperienced driver.
Except for the fact that within days of this crash occurring, the amount of people that took themselves to the local police station to give their take on her and go, nah, this wasn't an accident. It was like the police were like, what the hell?
Yeah, her own narcissism, I guess.
Yep.
Really bitter in that way because she would say to people, well, I'll fucking kill him. Like if he ever wanted to leave me, I'll just like either I'll die or he'll die.
There's talking like that as a flippant teenager, immature, but there was. But then
you follow through and this happens. Like you can't help. Of course, people are going to report that to the police.
Yeah.
Like she's a fucking idiot.
She's delusional.
She is
idiot.
delusional. Absolutely delusional.
Oh, God, yeah.
What about the TikTok that she posted after the crash?
Which one?
The one. So while she was still recovering in hospital.
Yeah.
And she tried to emulate Regina George. Like, what the fuck, man?
Oh, God.
And actually, there's body-worn camera footage of the police officer who went into her hospital room and she's talking in that coded language with her mum then when her mum's like, she's like, what should I say about this?
Yeah.
And her mum's like, oh, say that you've got POTS.
Yep. Do you reckon her parents know what happened?
I think deep down they would have to know. I don't think they will ever admit that to anyone, or maybe even to themselves, actually. What do you think?
I reckon they're so delusional, these people. I reckon they from the get-go basically said, I don't want to know, but you're telling them you don't remember. Don't ever tell me. You don't remember it. So on a level they know.
They know without knowing.
Yep.
Yeah.
They're the sort of people I can see saying, don't tell me because I don't want to know. Like they don't want to know shit. They don't want to know that she's smoking marijuana. They don't want to know that she's driving a car smoking that much marijuana. They've stuck their head in their sands about all of her behaviour to now. Why would they stop now? And I really think they've just done the whole like, you don't remember either. You don't tell anyone.
I mean, she has stuck with that right from the start, hasn't she?
Yeah.
Like she doesn't remember.
And I think the narcissism, having experienced a bit of this myself in life, that I think she's been able to convince her brain she doesn't remember.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then, yeah, I see what you're saying, but how could you forget that?
I know.
Like,
the brain is an interesting thing.
yes, yep. And I mean, look, she did suffer a trauma in that, you know, she obviously had the injury she had. She had to have multiple surgeries, blah, 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 blah.
Don't give a shit.
No, I don't give a shit either. I don't care. But I'm saying her body did undergo a trauma.
And look, I don't think she remembers, legitimately, I don't think she remembers like the impact or any of that.
Agreed, because of course.
But I bet she remembers if they argued.
And that she intended to do that. Like, you can't tell me it wasn't premeditated.
No. But I think
I'm so interested to know what our listeners think, because I know there are people out there who do think she's innocent.
Who?
Well, your algorithm probably doesn't have any of that.
No.
But there are people who do think she's innocent. I mean, look at that fucking Rosie bitch.
Oh, but see, she's as delusional.
Oh, she's just as delusional. But there's a little army of those little Rosies out there.
Oh, there are an army of them too.
Yeah.
And okay, we have to go here. The queen of that Netflix documentary, Davion's sister.
Oh, fuck, I love her.
She is the greatest. Now, she's got her own TikTok account too now.
She's amazing.
Oh, my God. She is so good. And, oh, man, she's going to take over the world.
Yeah, oh, she will.
Amazing. So, oh, God, where was I going with that? Other than the fact that she's amazing. She really sort of highlighted in the documentary how evil Mackenzie was at school and things. She brought up the fact that Mackenzie bullied so many people, but also that she had, which, people align with narcissists because it's safer. Yeah. She had an army of people around her at all times who would, be with her, and they weren't friends.
No.
They're looking out for themselves, like basically being, if I'm with you, then you're not giving me the help.
Against me.
Like,
yeah.
She
was a true mean girl. I know we say this mean girl trope,
there's mean girl and then there's this evil shit.
Yeah, this is like true actual mean girl shit. And yeah,
this isn't it, you're not wearing pink, you can't sit at my table today.
That's right.
Yeah.
She's evil. She's evil. She's a horrible girl. Yeah. She's a horrible, horrible girl.
Yeah. Well, there's a couple of TikToks I've seen too of like people who were actually incarcerated with her, and they've been released since.
Yes.
And interesting to hear their perspective of her in prison, because you'd think sort of like, what, would she maybe go to prison and be a bit humbled in that environment? Apparently she's relishing, and she's not getting. She's not easy street by any means. Like she's trying to be with the cool kids, kind of thing within there too.
Learn your fucking lesson, Mackenzie.
Yeah. Nah.
Like, what the fuck?
Well, and as these people sort of said, the cool people in there are not the cool people in your high school.
Yeah.
It's a very different game.
Yep.
And she's not winning that game in there. So she is struggling, definitely struggling in there. But some of the little things where they've said, like, her voice is completely different.
Yes.
She talks completely different in prison to what she does in the documentary and in real life. which is very...
Well, you can see she's putting it on in the documentary for the way she then talks to her lawyer after. And like, you can see she's got a facade up.
Yeah.
Which, look, again, if I was being videoed for something like that, I'd probably have a certain cover as well. I don't know. Maybe not cover. That's probably not the right word. But you would want to present the best of yourself.
It's shit me seeing her in, and I don't know if it's going to come off wrong or something. Probably will. I apologise now if I offend anyone. But I find the image she puts in that the way her hair's done, the way she looks, I can't stand it. But it is her image of what someone looks like who's doing well in prison.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
No, I get that.
She's playing a part.
Oh, she's playing a part. Oh, 100%.
To then see her, TikToks and what she did prior to this occurring. Well, then there's the image that she portrayed in court too, of like her dead straight, flat hair over her face, looking miserable, not made up with her very long eyelashes and all that. The rest of it, very different again. But
how do you get eyelashes in prison?
Well, you wouldn't. She get them for the. She did have them. I guess they could get them because they're not. They would be contraband. Like, I guess
so who's paying for them? Her mum and dad are giving her money.
Definitely. Yeah, they'd be paying. I mean, well, I think there are people who are supporting it. They shouldn't be allowed to have
makeup in prison. Like, why do you get that? That's not a basic human right.
No, it's not. But they do find ways to get things like that through, don't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry.
No. On the lawyer thing.
Okay.
Her lawyer was shit. I'll give her that. She had a shit lawyer. He didn't want to be there.
No, he did not want to be there. Also, I don't think he believed a word that came out of her mouth, which is fair.
That's what I mean. Like he didn't do it. He didn't really do what he
didn't fight for her.
Which, well, whatever. But they do have new lawyers now.
Yeah.
Now, on one of the recordings of between her and her mum, is her requesting that her mum reach out to Kim Kardashian to be her lawyer.
Oh, how good is that?
And Kim Kardashian's responded.
Oh, did she? What did she say? No fucking way.
Yeah, no way. Kim Kardashian gets innocent people out of prison.
That's right. She's doing God's work.
Absolutely.
Oh, my God.
But the way, not even like trying to have a moment with your mum just chatting because, like, you as you should, whatever, chat, have a bit of a joke about that of, like, imagine if Kim Kardashian would
but it wasn't,
represent
it was
me.
like
No, she was
deadly
like,
serious.
Well, go and get Kim Kardashian.
Mum, reach out.
Yeah, do that. And her mum was like, oh, look, I'll have a talk to see who I can contact. And are you fucking for real, people?
Fuck off. Like, who the fuck do they think they are?
They think they're the centre of the universe.
Oh, it's just... I can't.
No.
I can't. It's just too much.
There is so much with that.
This
whole case. Because if you want to, there's the Netflix doco. Another really good one is called, I think it's called Mean Girls Who Murder. Mean Girl Murderers,
yeah.
Mean Girl Murderers.
There's
it's
one
like
episode.
it's like season 2, episode
7, I want to say. 8, was it? Yeah.
I can't remember. But worth a watch. I reckon that actually presents it more and better.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was really good.
That was good. There was another one too that I've watched before.
Okay.
I can't remember. No, it's gone.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's a number of them, let alone just TikTok.
Yeah.
Where you can get all the text messages and the... Yeah.
Oh, you can see where do they get all this shit? Like, people have a lot of time on their hands to be producing all of this stuff.
Oh, the messages between Dom and her just revolting.
Some of them are like,
yeah.
I mean, teenager. You've got to kind of put some of them into context and be like, yeah, we were all dumb and 17 once.
Yeah.
Texting shit to our boyfriends or whatever. But I just,
But
it's different
to him. Like,
yeah, it's different. It's like she wanted full and utter control over him.
Yep.
And when he didn't allow that, that's when shit turned bad.
Mm-hmm.
She couldn't handle it.
No.
She wanted somebody who kissed the ground she walked on, never said no to her. I mean, I want that too. But I'm also a reasonable human, and I know that.
But I also want my time away from that person. She was like in his face.
But I think Dom wanted that. Dom wanted a bit of space.
I don't know that he did. He wanted space. He wanted space. Yeah. He wanted the space. He didn't want her there all the time. He'd try and hang out with his mates, and she'd be like, "But what about me? I've got to be there."
Yeah.
No. Let him have his time. Go. As I say to everyone, I say to my kids, when we spend time apart, it's like it's great because then when we come back together, we've got stuff to share.
And we also then really enjoy each other's company for 3 minutes before we then start fighting.
Exactly. We have 3 minutes apiece.
Of catching up really quickly on the day's goings on.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Part of this is I strongly feel this. I feel like social media culture in our society these days has in a way bred this.
Yeah,
like it's scary.
Do you think there's a lot of teenagers like her out there? Like I look at
think
this,
there's more than we think.
Yeah, I think so too. And I look at this like TikTok generation.
Yeah.
I'm so grateful that in Australia we have laws now that prevent kids under the age of 16 going on TikTok.
Not that it stops them entirely doing it because they do get on, but yeah.
Yeah, but we've got a law there to back us up as parents.
It helps.
You know, it does.
I think it's going to be our kids more so that are going to benefit from it in that it's going to be by the time our kids want it, it's going to be
no one will have it.
It's a law.
Yeah.
Whereas at the moment, I feel for parents doing the whole.
You've had it, but now I have to take it away.
So and so's got it, and why can't I have it? Like
it should have been a phased rollout. I personally think because I think it's impossible to, and you don't want it to be a soft law. You want it to be a hard law.
Yeah.
And the way that it is, being that a lot of teenagers had it and then it's been taken away from them. And then some parents are like, oh, fuck it, you can just keep having it or whatever. They found other ways to do it. I think that's really tough. And look, it was the first time we've ever done anything like that. There's, of course, things that could have been done better and could be done better.
I feel like other countries are going to get it better than we did. That's right.
Yeah, because they're going to learn from the mistakes that we made or from different decisions that Australia made. But good on us for being the first country to do it. I think that's massive pat on our back.
Yeah.
But I think this TikTok generation, it will propel the narcissists and potentially make them so much worse than they could have been without a platform like that.
Absolutely.
So I think it's such a dangerous thing.
Yep. Yeah. I mean, I think even experiencing it from doing this and seeing like, you can amass a following.
Yep.
And whether you're doing that for the greater good, which
we are, obviously.
And then there's what Mackenzie was doing, where like other kids are then following her bad habit of like watching her smoking marijuana and doing drugs on there and go,
God, that's so cool. I want to be like her.
Yeah, they seem to then go thinking that's what's cool and watching her with all of her designer shit and wanting all of those things. And that's where I kind of go, this is not healthy.
No.
Don't think that that's what you should be, hoping to become. Nope. Don't want that.
Nope.
Oh, ugh.
Do you think she did this as a bit of a like, if I can't have you, no one will?
Yeah, I think it's a bit of that.
Because do you think she felt that Dom was maybe pulling away a bit? Like obviously they had broken up on and off before.
Many times. Her family would like you to believe that, they'd be married by now if this didn't happen.
The mother literally said that, didn't she?
Yeah.
Fucking idiot.
If they were,
I think Dom was trying to pull away from her.
I think he legit broke up with her a year ago, before this.
And then he couldn't
get
rid of it.
couldn't get away from it. And I think that's where I kind of go, his personality type was not, he didn't want the argument really. You listen
a bit
to him.
passive maybe.
Yeah, he would like, when they argued, it was all her and him just going, Can we
Even
move
in
on now?
even in their text message arguments, he's like that. Yeah. He's like one word man.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I did. Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. Or he wouldn't respond, and then she'd like send this barrage of
Yeah. Yeah, and I think that's where like he broke up with her, and then went, "Oh God, she's still here. What do I do? Oh, I'll just go along with it." Like stoner kind of mentality.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. Oh my God. It's so awful.
It's just the lack of remorse from her I find so completely offensive. Oh, we haven't spoken about Davion's dad. I think he was beautiful in that documentary as well. He was the nicest person.
He had common sense. And he
was so fair in what he was saying. Like, He is a wonderful person.
All he really want at the end of the day, like I think he even said something along the lines of like her sentence in prison and things, you know, like it's not even almost about that. He really ultimately just wanted her to acknowledge that she did this and have remorse for it.
That's what I mean. Like she has no remorse, and that's what offended him the most.
Yeah. Quite
rightly.
Yeah.
He wants her to be sorry for what happened.
Yeah.
And he's obviously, no one's seeing that.
Yeah.
Like she can cry her little crocodile tears as much as she wants.
In her lying of this and saying, you know, like she didn't purposely, she blacked out, you know, all that, you'd still be sorry for doing it. You know, even if you genuinely had a medical episode and 2 people died from that.
Oh my God.
Your response to this would not be to dress up for Halloween as a corpse or to go to a concert or to, you know, get back on TikTok and respond to PR
You know what her mum says
campaigns.
about the concert?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, she'd actually just spent 3 months like in rehab and just crying in her bedroom. And I said to her, no, you really do need to get out and just go and try and have one night where you're just having a little bit of fun. Now, okay, I can kind of come at that maybe a little bit. But the way her mum talks about, I'm like, if that was true, okay, if what her mum just said then was true, I'd be like, you know what? Yes, you probably need a night.
Yeah.
If this was a genuine accident, she genuinely had remorse, she genuinely spent 3 months in her bedroom crying, she genuinely, all of those things, yes, you probably need a night out.
Doesn't need to be on TikTok.
I was going to say, you don't then go posting that on TikTok, rubbing it in people's faces.
Yeah.
You don't post a TikTok from your fucking hospital bed, hours after your boyfriend and friend died at your hand, whether it was deliberate or not. Like my mind
None of it?
None of it.
None of it.
None of it.
Can't.
Even.
Just
fuck off.
Yeah.
You know?
And that's the thing with, I think, for him, at Davion's dad, if her response from the get-go was utter remorse, he wouldn't have necessarily wanted it to go down this track of like her being convicted for a homicide. You know? It should have been. But that's how genuine of a person he is.
Yeah.
And the heart that he has. Because he doesn't, as he has said, he goes, she's young. This shouldn't be the whole of her life now ruined because of an action of a 17-year-old making giant mistake.
Yeah.
This should be a learning opportunity to change things for her life. But that's not how this is going. And her parents are not insisting it be that either.
No, they won't change.
They're supporting all the way this attitude of like, no, she didn't do it. And it's literally that. It's a complaint. It's a whinge. It's a, oh, but I don't.
Won't someone think about Mackenzie?
Oh, I can't stand her mum.
The mum, she's fucking horrible. She's so horrible.
That speech she gave.
Do you mean the one at the trial? Oh my God.
Now the Netflix actually don't show the lot.
No.
If you seriously,
you can read the
people,
transcript of it.
Watch the video.
Yeah.
Watch it because it's even her demeanor in it.
Yeah.
Fucked.
She's so fucked.
To not have any self-awareness to realize that in this moment you are fucking up over and over again.
Well, the fact that she talks only really about Mackenzie and how this has impacted.
I love the judge calling her out.
So I've actually written down a couple of I thought the judge did an amazing job.
Yep, got it on.
She really got that she read the whole situation spot on.
Yep.
It was Judge Nancy Margaret Russo. Now, few key things. She said, for the 2 gentlemen murdered in this was at sentencing, she said these things, it would have been literal hell on wheels. She morphs from a responsible driver to literal hell on wheels as she makes her way down the street. This is in her summation of what was going on.
Yeah.
Mackenzie alone chose a time to make the drive early in the morning when any reasonable person would expect few people would be nearby to witness it or offer life-saving assistance. She made these decisions despite knowing, as any reasonable person would, that her mission of death could have involved others, not even in the car with her.
This is it. You don't know if someone, like that was an intersection where she crossed over to hit the wall of that building. Another car could have been coming.
Oh, easily.
Like,
Easily.
The recklessness of it is utter insanity.
Yeah. She sentenced her to, what was it?
Two life sentences.
Life sentences.
With a 15-year non-parole.
Yeah, 15-year non-parole. But she also acknowledged, though, that she probably won't get parole at 15 years, which I love.
I love, because to me that's in the transcript then for when they go to parole.
Yeah.
It's written in there that judge didn't believe that she should be out at 15 years.
But had to give a minimum.
Yeah. She hasn't shown her. This is the thing that her whole family don't understand.
Yeah.
That to get parole in 15 years,
Yeah.
she has to show remorse.
Yep.
And this is all very documented fact that she's not shown remorse.
Yep.
So it's quite likely that a parole board would turn around and go, no.
The other thing I really like, and she acknowledged this in her sentencing remarks as well, that she refused to accept the defence's position that this was like a teenage mistake.
Yeah.
I think that's really important.
I do too.
And the fact that she acknowledged that, I think the fact that it was, I mean, we know all of the circumstances that led up to it, but she basically said that she's not going to coddle Mackenzie due to her youth.
Yeah, yeah.
She was almost, she was what, not long off 18 anyway.
No, she was very nearly
Days or
18. She was
whatever.
by the time she was
long.
arrested, she was 18.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Oh God, but you've made me just realise too, like, oh God, I'm so glad that in Australia we don't get a license until 18.
Yeah.
And that, I mean, which I find really fascinating in America, that they can't drink till 21,
But they can drive,
but they
when they're
drive from
16.
16.
Yeah.
Like, it just seems so.
I know.
Because it is a weapon. A vehicle is a weapon.
You know what? When I first got my learner's permit and I went for my very first drive, I got in the car and my mum said to me, "You're driving a deadly weapon now," which is true, and that has stuck with me actually.
Yeah, yeah. It is true. And we need to be really well aware of that if we don't do the right thing on the road as a driver, as much as other dickheads can cause issues, like to me, you've got to drive defensively at all times. You should be protecting your vehicle and your passengers, protecting everyone else on the road as you can in doing that.
Yeah.
You've got to think of everyone else as well as yourself.
Definitely.
But that's something that Mackenzie at 17, she should not have been driving a vehicle. I mean, for the fact that she was doing so much drugs but
this is the other thing that is infuriating about the case is they did a toxicology, I think it was on her urine when she got to the hospital. They did draw blood, but something happened to the blood and that got lost. But she had like pretty significant levels of THC in her blood, her urine.
Yes. But they said that was like not like the amount of TikTok she had of her smoking marijuana.
Yeah, that's right.
Driving.
And that marijuana has a really long half-life. So you can smoke pot today or,
it's still gonna be in
smoke
your
a bong
system.
and it'll still be in your system in a week because of the way that your body processes it. But it does have a cumulative effect.
Yes.
So they know that she would have had to have had a certain amount. I don't know what the actual results were, but she would have had to have consistently been smoking a certain amount of marijuana for her to even have levels like that in her blood. So this wasn't the first time she'd driven stoned.
No, but that's the thing. I guess she's been capable to drive. She's built up a resilience of some sort, I guess, to smoking those levels of marijuana and driving. Not saying she should be, but that's not the cause of the crash is what I'm trying to get at.
Oh, 100% no. I agree.
No.
Yeah, I agree. That
the mushrooms they found in the car, they were like, that could have been, but they weren't in her system.
No.
Although they did say that the test was done, that mushrooms wouldn't be in her blood as long as like,
that's right. They are eliminated quicker. But But and then also at the party they were at, no one saw her.
Yeah, but
doing
again, who are they protecting?
shrooms.
Are they protecting her? Because one of them said they also brought colouring books. So to that gathering,
Gathering.
sleepover.
Sorry, gath. It was
It
gath.
was a sleepover. No,
Yeah.
it was a sleepover.
It was a sleepover.
Wasn't it? It wasn't a party. It wasn't a gathering. It was we were having a sleepover. And
So why was
people with
Mackenzie
colouring
going
books.
home then if she was meant to be sleeping over? No, because they kind of invited themselves to that party, didn't they?
Yeah.
They weren't actually technically invited.
That's all the shit that I just. Where are the parents?
Where are the parents? Why is your 17-year-old out at
5
bumfuck
a.m.
o'clock in the morning? Where did you think she was?
I know. Yeah.
But then if you're letting your 17-year-old, 16-year-old, 15-year-old sleep over at her boyfriend's house and not actually know, then I what do you expect? Like, really? You don't know where she is. You don't know what she's doing. You know what she's capable of because you've raised a daughter who's got no regard for authority.
You know what she's doing and you just don't want to stop her. Because they don't want to have an argument with their precious daughter.
Yeah.
She can do what she wants.
Yeah.
Because she's cool. We raised a cool kid.
That is what they are.
Yeah.
That is what they're thinking.
Yeah, they were like, oh my gosh, she's like the most popular girl in school.
Yeah.
She wasn't popular because people liked her. She was popular because people wanted to avoid being abused by her.
Yeah.
That is not the kind of popular
they were trying to get on her good
anyone
side.
wants to be, surely.
Oh, well, she didn't care though.
She wanted
that. She wanted people to be scared of her.
Yep. She thought that was cool. Nah.
Oh, these people. I love it that all of her appeals were denied.
Yeah.
Thank God.
Yeah.
That shouldn't have cost the taxpayer any more money.
No. Nah.
Oh,
Jesus. Oh, we could talk forever on this.
We actually literally could. I want to know what everyone thinks though, because I think I'm sure there are people who've got different opinions to us.
Tell us. And what else have you, because I mean there's so much out there. I know I've this week crammed a heap of it, but like
Same.
Tell us
but
what else you've
we've
found.
definitely not touched on everything. Like
No.
I've actually got like pages and pages of notes, but
I didn't take any notes. I was like, I just went.
It's all in your head.
It's all in my, it's how angry I am. I've
yeah.
absorbed it all over anger.
Yeah, but I'm sure there's things we haven't touched on. Let us know what you think. We really, really do want to know. I'm so curious.
Yes. Tell us how much of a dick you think the dad is and the mum.
Oh fuck, they are. They're awful human beings.
Yeah,
they should never have been parents.
Nope. Oh, I can't even.
I know. All right. Well, thank you for joining us for the June Patreon episode. Let us know, as always, what you'd like us to cover for next month. We are more than happy to take on your suggestions.
Yeah.
And
we'll give the people what they want. Look at that, an hour-long Patreon episode.
Yeah, sweet.
Yeah. Get what you asked for it.
That's right. Thank you to all of you. We couldn't do this without you, so thank you so very, very much.
I feel like this is like a perfect episode for that. Like we've had such a huge increase in our Patreon numbers. So this is kind of like if you're here to listen, we will bring it.
That's it.
Excellent. Right. Well, stay nosy, even if it's not about crime.
Bye.